epidemic within our communities.
With their signs held high this morning, this group set out to raise awareness for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Persons Day. The Indigenous Idaho Alliance and Coalition Against Sexual and Domestic Violence organized not only the walk from the Capitol or to the Boise Center, but a summit afterward with speakers and cultural performances. Let's bring in Abby Davis, who was at that event. Abby, more than 100 people showed up.
Right, the organizations wanted to create a space where people could reflect and grieve together, as well as learn more about the issue, which hits close to home for many. An honor song Monday for all the missing or murdered Indigenous people far and near.
I'm here advocating for my Aunt Marlene.
Jillian Putra says her aunt was killed in 2021.
She was found shot in her vehicle on my reservation, the Duck Valley Indian Reservation. It's right on the Idaho-Nevada border. We just want her name out there and her story out there.
Families really want the justice and really want to find them. You got to put the footwork to it.
Walina George says several of her friends and family are missing or were murdered, including her niece, Samantha.
Her body was found naked in the canal, and they ruled it undetermined. But family think it's not, it was a murder.
For far too long, American Indian Alaska Native people have faced disproportionate levels of violence.
Assistant United States Attorney Bree Blackhorse was one of the speakers at the Awareness Day event.
There's a lack of funding and resources for tribal justice systems and tribal law enforcement.
She also says figuring out who has the authority to investigate and prosecute crimes in Native communities is complicated.
Sometimes that can cause delays or even prevent a case from moving forward at all.
Which is why the people in this room have taken it upon themselves to fight for their loved ones, many of them women and girls.
We keep pushing because we want answers.
We're going to continue to tell her story, and we're going to continue to find joy in her life. We want to make sure that other families don't have to experience this.
Community members told me today this is an issue a lot of people may not know about, especially if they are not personally impacted. They say it's important to educate yourself and recommended reaching out to local tribes, organizations, and grassroots movements working to raise awareness and really put a stop to what's happening. Morgan and Brian.
And that was a big focus of this event, really was raising awareness, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because this is a big movement across the country, not just here locally,
Right.
but everywhere. All right, thanks, Abby.